Hello, Tribe family. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Today is day 6 of our quiet time reflection. Today we're going to be going through Colossians chapter 3, verses 22 through 25. And this is what it says. Bondservants, obey in everything those who are your earthly masters, not by way of eye service as people pleasers, but with sincerity of heart, fearing the Lord. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not from men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ. For the wrongdoer will be paid back for the wrong he has done, and there's no partiality. So the first question is, and what tasks do you easily work wholeheartedly? So the word wholeheartedly basically means is that you're giving all that you got with no second thought, at the same time no bad thoughts, or the type of feelings that whenever your parents might say, hey, go take out the trash, you go do it, but your attitude behind it is like, oh, I don't want to do it. You throw a fit, you might kick something, you stomp, right? That is not working wholeheartedly, even though you might think that you've done it, but you're not doing it wholeheartedly. And that's what the Bible is trying to tell us here, is that where bondservants do it as you're pleasing the Lord, not as people pleasers. Don't do it through eye service, but do it through your heart. Meaning that a lot of people back then as bondservants were only doing it to please other people, but they weren't doing it to please the Lord, or they weren't doing it as a wholeheartedly. Meaning that they were given an attitude, or maybe they were doing something that they didn't want to do, and they were throwing a fit, but they still did it because they had to, because they were a servant. They weren't doing it with the love and the calmness in their heart and the patience as well. And so think of some things in your life that is actually easy for you to do, right? What are some things that you wholeheartedly able to do? Each person is different, right? For me, I don't know why, but I love doing the dishes. It's great, right? You come in, you put it in there, it washes, you take it out. Like, I can do that wholeheartedly, no problem. For other people, they might not. So what are some things in your life that you can reflect and you can say, hey, I can do this wholeheartedly no matter what happens. I can give a good heart, a good mind, and I can do it with happiness and with a smile. Now, the other question is, in what areas do you struggle to work wholeheartedly? What are some things in your life that you actually look at and you're given a bad attitude, right? You might talk back, or you might do things that are technically not with a good attitude. You might stomp, or you might throw your hands, or you roll your eyes, or you do like those sound effects, and then, all right? So it's, some people actually do that. And so take the time to look in your life that you struggle in doing that wholeheartedly, being a servant wholeheartedly. What is holding you back? What is making you have a different attitude? What is making you roll your eyes? Of course, there are some things that you just don't want to do, right? Or things that I'd rather play my video games or vacuum, right? Or I would talk with my friends on the phone instead of clean my room, right? Or whatever the case may be. What are the things that you are giving away of potentially being happy and joyful and doing what you're supposed to be doing, or being a servant to other people, or being something that you're supposed to be doing whenever your parents tell you to do something? Instead, you're not doing that, or you're not doing it wholeheartedly. That basically what we want to do is change that, because like Paul says, is that you don't do it as eye service, as people pleasers, but with sincerity of heart, fearing the Lord. Whatever you do, work heartily as the Lord and not for men. So that's a challenge for you today, or even throughout the weekend or the future days to come, is that I want you to take the time and realize the areas that you struggle in, giving your heart and peace and smiling. What are areas of those you're struggling with? And then changing that, not to give pleasure to other people, but to give pleasure to the Lord. As if the Lord is telling you to do something and you're actually doing it because you love the Lord and not because he told you to do something. Kind of like Jonah, where he was told to go do something. He ran away from God until finally he was able to. It's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And then even after he did it, he still had an attitude. So what are those areas in your life that you're struggling with giving away your wholeheartedly? And take the time and pray and ask God to give you a heart that is loving and calm and joyful in whatever area you want to serve other people, or even areas that whenever your parents tell you to do something, you say, okay, Pop, okay, Mom, I got you. Don't worry about it. And you do it with a smile and you do it happy, and you serve your parents as if you're serving God. So I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Hope you have a great weekend. Make sure you pray. Take the time to be in the Lord so that he can change your heart. At the same time, do things with joyfulness. Because what's a life without joy? So I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.